Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Charlie, and welcome back to the Loony Looter prison. Yes, everything is going swimmingly. It is if you're a nut job. Look at this. Even our trees are going nuts. They don't even go straight. See this? Why? What is this? I planted you in a row, and you're all over the place. You can't stay straight. Even our trees are going mad. I can't really expand this very well. I don't have a whole lot of money. And I actually want to take care of a couple of things. So this episode is going to be like sort of patching in little things, right? So the first thing is we only have 3 parole rooms right now. There's 45 prisoners up for parole, and there are not a whole lot of people doing it, you know? I have had a few early prisoner releases. They are getting used. I know some people in the comments are like, they're not getting used. They are getting used. They're just really limited on when they can be used, and parole meetings are they take a long time. Parole hearings are a 4-hour affair. So there really is a limit on how many can have parole at one time. We gotta do something about that. So I wanna take this whole section right here and make it a big parole area. And by big, I mean probably an extra 3 or 4 rooms. That's probably it, because that's probably all I can fit here. I don't want to dig into this at all, and I don't want to move that water boiler. So pretty much everything from this wall over to about here, these are all going to be a parole area, okay? But in order to do that, first I need to kind of like lock down the fact that there's a morgue here. So I'm just going to kind of maybe do like this from right here. All right, kind of do that. And then maybe maybe just a little bit remove the morgue there as well, because I don't think the morgue needs to be quite that big. This prison is actually doing quite well. I say this just as our criminally insane begin to come into to eat. And notice how many trays there are. There are a ton of trays. I actually think, and this I might regret this, but I actually think we need more people working in this kitchen. And I'm also pretty tempted to actually go shared with this, which scares me because that means maximum security prisoners are going to start working in here. I'm scared to do that, but like, I need more people working in here than just the mediums. I think we'll see, and maybe we can get the low in here. But based on the regime, like the low makes some sense, but really it doesn't really matter because their eat times are staggered all over the place. Look at this regime. There is, I mean, it looks like chaos, but there is some science behind this, okay? And it's working okay, you know? Like, people are actually getting on and doing things, and it's great. We got maximum security working in here, right? We got mediums over here doing their thing. We got the low security people doing their thing in here, right? Somebody told me I had 5 presses in here, and that's very true. I do. I have 5 presses in here, which is like perfectly fine, of course, obviously, because that was my intention all along. Of course, obviously. So we're just gonna move these up, right? Maybe we adjust. Maybe we adjust these, and we get rid of the table, right? We can move this table over, and maybe move this table somewhere. I don't know, here maybe. I don't care. And then this press just kind of, you know, comes over here and joins us along this wall, because that makes complete and total sense, okay? I don't know. Doesn't matter to me. Let's take a look at how we can fix this mailroom thing. So, once again, mailroom does work. It's marked staff only, and if you do that, if you mark it staff only, your guards will handle the mail, which means prisoners can't smuggle things out of it. And of course, guards will always come through the metal detector, and it'll get detected and all that stuff. So what I want to do, how do I move this area out of here, right? How do I get all of this out? First off, let's just go like this. We're going to do that by replacing the mailroom, moving it somewhere else. Where do we move it? More central to the prisoners, all right? The process of getting mail here and having to walk all the way over here to deliver a letter, that sucks. So I'm going to change it to over here. Now, I've been messing around with this cleaning cupboard, and it needs to be minimum 3x3. There's not a whole lot of space for this. So I'm going to change this a little bit, okay? Now, I realize the kennel is technically square. At least it was. So now it's not. Ha, gotcha. But this is going to change. We're going to take out all this stuff, and this is going to be our little mailroom right here. So let us begin project I don't know. I didn't think ahead before I started speaking. You ever do that? You ever speak without thinking first? I would never do such a thing, but rarely do I do such a thing. I just did, didn't I? All right, shut up, Charlie. Let's just do this stuff. So, we want to take and dismantle all of this because it's necessary. I think I want to leave, you know what? Let's leave this one alone. I've decided we're going to leave this cell alone, but this stuff is all going to go. We're going to turn the mailroom into this area right here. These prisoners are going to wrap around it still. I like this little arrangement so far. I think it works out okay. But I do want to shift and move. You know what? Never mind. Not move. We're just going to take one of these spare cameras we have. And we're going to go ahead and just have it point this direction, I think. That should give us okay coverage of the mailroom and this hallway. How about right here? It's fine. Okay coverage of this and the hallway and all that stuff. Now, we need to make sure that this stays enclosed, so we will replace that wall. But all of this... hi, door. Hi. All of this is getting moved out, right? And then rooms, we take all the rooms out of here. There's no longer a cleaning cupboard here, which means more of these guys can now go work in the workshop. At least we hope they will. We hope they will. Okay, tie toilet. You're supposed to be dismantled. Same thing with that door. Bye. Oh, bypassing. No bypassing. Well, I'm not going to be able to stop you this time around, but... yeah, these dang kids. Dang kids and their shortcuts. Come on, guard. Workmen, build the walls. Get this back on track. Come on. Both walls. There you go. Yeah, you just, complete it now instead of later, obviously. So what I want to do is we're going to have this wall come over this way. And I think down to here. This is going to create like this little mailroom area. Okay. And then I want to have a staff door facing there and another one facing here. This is, again, giving us... do I want it there? I could put it here instead. You know what? Let's put it there instead. I'm not going to cancel the wall just yet because I want him to actually finish that. But I'm hoping he finishes they finish this before I cancel the door. There. Now I can cancel that door. And they won't... There we go. So we'll do that. So this is our little mailroom area. And we're going to make sure that this room is staff only. Get out. Okay. Now... from here, we need to move all this stuff. Well, not all of the stuff, but we need to move some of it. We need to move it over here. Sorting desk can go there, and we'll put another sorting desk, let's say, over here. Or we can do it along this wall. Let's do it along this wall here, and we'll do another one over like this. It's a smaller scale mailroom. And I think that's going to be okay. I don't think it needs to be quite as big as it was. We'll put this other sorting desk into storage. Then this table comes all the way over and plops itself there. I believe that's fine. And then we want some of the other smaller tables. Let's put this table, and we'll get that one to be, let's say, how about there? Maybe that'll be enough for this mailroom. All right, then... we want to just mark it as a mailroom. And now the mail can come in and be managed here, okay? No big deal. All right, no biggie. So with all that done, and after these guys move stuff, which is going to happen fairly quickly. Hello, Warden. Yes. Can I help you? One or more charismatic inmates has become something of a religious evangelist. And others seem to be coming around to their way of thinking. Their prominent prisons may soon be spiritual needs. Okay, hold on. Which one of you is now the preacher? Is it you, Paul Bennett? Mr. Preacher Man? He's extremely charismatic and is able to convert others to their religion, giving them the spirituality need. So see, he's real close to getting out of here. No, he's not. He's got a long way to go, actually. He's been reformed quite well, though. But death by driving. Wow. Death by dangerous driving. He killed a lot of people dangerous driving. He pleads not guilty, but he's criminally insane according to the system. Part of me really wants to lock him down. Do permanent lockdown on him. Just so I don't get everybody else with that need. Because he will, no, he'll, wait, what's this? Outbreaks? Prisoner is prone to violent outbreaks. Oh, that, okay, yeah. And an addict, more likely to develop a drug habit. I feel like I want to have him on permanent lockdown. Just to see how that goes. Because then he won't be spreading religious needs to everyone else. Because I don't, you may notice, I don't actually have a church. I don't have a chapel, right? By not having a chapel, prisoners won't use their work time slots for going off and doing, well, that. And therefore, they'll get back to work and do the things that I want them to do instead. Which is way better as far as I'm concerned. How many things are connected here? Somebody said that I can just click this. Total number of connections, 6. Total max number of active connections, 8. I'm pretty sure, again, I'm not somebody who reads a lot of tooltips. So it's not like I'm intentionally not doing it. It's just not something I inherently do. But I'm not remembering that ever being a thing in the last playthroughs we had. I'm pretty sure this is something new. Like that kind of information and stuff was added with Paradox. I want to say that. I don't know. Maybe I've just been wrong the entire time, but I feel like that's added since Paradox took it over. I don't know. Ah, the mailroom has to be 5 by 5. Why? Oh, no. Why? Totally missed that part. Hold up. So this is 5. And this is 4. So we just go one more down, and it's 5. That's something we can take care of. We'll just go like this. All right. Everything's fine. Just go like that. And then we'll demolish this wall and this wall. Okay. Then, that's not a good enough. That's not good enough anyway, because... Yeah. Okay. I'm learning. Like what we have to do next. Let's move this over. I will love the sprite mismatch on that. It's gonna make me feel super good inside. Oh, it is fixed. Good. All right. Put that there, please. This is gonna look screwy, but honestly, this hallway was too straight. Anyway, it was too structured. Right? There was way too much order in this hallway. It needs to be, you know, the order. I mean, it needs to be removed. So there we go. Now it's squiggly. Put this here. Hurry up. Okay. So we'll take and get rid of this door. Bye. Then we want to mark this room as mailroom, of course. That should fix the size problem. Very good. And still staff only. Okay, good. And they're still going through the way I want them. Excellent. Now, it looks to me like I got to go down one more just to make this make sense. So I'm going to shift you that way. And then we're going to have to put in a wall here and take out that one. So let's get that done. All right. Now we can put that in and call it good. Oh, that looks so good, doesn't it? I am proud of this. You don't even know. I'm proud of this. Okay, so with mailroom here, again, staff only means guards will take care of it. We want to shift the metal detector that we have over here, bring it over there, let's say. And then the other one, is there another one? Like, if there's not going to be another one, then what's the point of, you know, what was the point of that? So we're going to need one more. And it's over here somewhere. I don't know. I'll find it. There it is. Nope. Maybe not. Oh, nope. Not letting me. Hang on. Hi. Can I have that? Thanks. Go there, please. Okay, so 2 metal detectors. Check the utilities. That's got power. This does not. We'll just go like that. That'll connect it up. Brilliant. And we're good. Mailroom's moved. Now we just need, you know, the parole rooms put in over here instead. Power balance, looking good, but this one's starting to get a little bit close to our line. So we want to maybe add a bit more to this line and not this line. Thankfully, everything we're doing here is going to involve this. And when we redo death row, there's enough left over here to where we can have the electric chair hooked up to this one. So that'll be fine. Okay, parole rooms then. I think it's pretty simple. I'm just going to take and, well, first off, we're going to take and dismantle all of this. So all of this gets removed. We can keep that, please. Don't dismantle that. Keep that. Let's get rid of the room designation as well so they don't start bringing mail here. We want them to bring mail somewhere else. And then we're going to come down to quick build, clone, and I'm just going to clone the rooms themselves. I'm not going to bother with the doors and stuff just yet. So I'm going to come in here. Look at how wonderful that fits. Isn't that nice? It's almost like I planned it that way, isn't it? Comes like this. Yes. Comes like that. All right. Then we are these too big? Parole room has to be what, 5 by 5? 5 by 5. So what I've been thinking also here, and this makes it maybe just a tad bit dangerous, but if we make the entire thing parole, we could have lots of different tables set up, right? To having parole meetings. The only problem with this is, like, if a prisoner doesn't get parole, they kick off, like, they're gonna have a whole bunch of people in here to kick off with. I don't know if that's the best call or not. But it would certainly save me space. So I'm debating that right now while I'm looking at this, because it would mean I don't have to tear this down. I can keep everything exactly structured the way it is, and I could have way more tables in here. So what I'm thinking is, I think I will do that, but this area will be reserved for, let's say it gets reserved for low security, maybe. Yeah, maybe let's low and medium, and then maximum has their own rooms like that. And then criminally insane also the same thing. So so divide this into 2. That could work. Instead of dividing it into 3 like this. And then we just put the zones the way we want them. So just demolish this wall and demolish this one. And then we're gonna want to get rid of the rooms temporarily. So all the rooms get removed for now. Cameras are going to get hooked up as well, but we're going to need another one of these, I think. Because if I go to connect, it says 7 out of 8. So, well, I don't know. Like if I'm separating the rooms, I can maybe put one camera and cover both. Trying to avoid having another one of these, but we're gonna have death row set up, and we're gonna need more cameras anyway. So let's grab another one of these, and we're gonna stick it right there. I think maybe kind of something. Let's go here. Let's go there. And then the chairs. Give them a place to sit, because I'm a good boss. Okay, I'm really good. I am a good boss. All right, with this room done like this, we can start moving tables. So I'm going to have one table here. We're going to have another table here. We should maybe do it this way. No. Make these guys have to exit. Move this other table to be, let's say, here. And then we'll put another table there. So this wall needs to go. Bye-bye. And I don't know about the cameras. Let's just move the cameras kind of out of the way for a second. So I don't have to deal with, like, positioning them in places where I can't position them, right? So we're going to go... radiator needs to be in here, too. We'll put the radiator there. We're going to want radiators... Did I actually get rid of this? I thought I kept that radiator. Didn't I tell them to keep that? I'm pretty sure I did. Let's put one there then. 2 radiators in the rooms too. Then we need visitor stuff. Visitor table. Hi, game. Where is it? VIS visitor table. Here it goes. So we'll go like that. We'll put a wall, like maybe right here. We can actually put it, yeah, maybe like this. Nah. Four of these for medium, and then like 5 of them for low. Or maybe the other way around. I don't know. The other way around, maybe. Either way, I think we'll put the table there, and then we're going to put one here. Nope, other way. Here. Then here. Then here. And then like this here. Do we leave this open? Maybe here. They don't have to be... Yeah, we'll do it like this. And then we could actually, because there's 5 tables here, we just have 5 tables on this side. I think that's probably fine. So let's put a 5th table here. And then this could be where the wall is. So this light goes. And then the wall comes down like that. And then it needs to come like this, purely for the sake of keeping this room from being square. Right? So that's the only reason. We'll have a staff door here and here as sort of an airlock between the 2 areas. And then we want the... let's go ahead and get this out. This is going to be a staff door still. We still want this to be staff only. We'll go ahead and have a... Let's do a visitor door on this side. So they come in that way. And then we can have the visitor door be on... I don't know. Maybe the visitor door... You know what? No. Visitor door goes here. That's not really smart, is it? Because of this airlock thing here. Why don't we do something a little bit different here? This is kind of an interesting little plan. I don't know if it'll work really well, but we're going to try it. We'll put visitor doors here and here. It's like only visitors are allowed in here kind of thing, right? Prisoners aren't allowed to use these doors. Prisoners will use this door and let's say this door. Yeah, this door is fine. Replace that door. Okay, now with that out of the way, pending the walls being installed, which should be happening now. Very good. We now have 2 rooms that will serve as our parole room, and we want to just hook this up to heat, hook this up to heat, get that done. Let's talk about lights. Okay, conversation about lights is over. That was a quick talk. And then I think the cameras. We'll move this camera here, move this camera here, and then we'll just go ahead and dismantle this one. Put it in storage. That should do it. And then we just mark these rooms as parole. And now these guys have many more options for getting released early for parole. We'll have deployment set up to where low sec goes, let's say here, and medium sec goes here. And then this is going to be a staff only area in which visitors can go through. I don't know whether or not the visitors will just use this door anyway. It's possible they will, but we could maybe fix that by, instead of making this, we can make these jail doors. You know what? Let's do that. Let's make these jail doors with door servos instead. A slightly bit like more secure, right? And we'll go like this. Just one of these little gray doors. So there, and you know, I'll just slide it over. Whatever. I don't want to build another wall if I don't have to. There we go. And then we'll take the door servo and put it there and there. Alrighty then. Parole is set up. Reschedule programs. And now we've got parole hearings for all sorts of people all day long. Isn't that nice? They don't cost me any money, so we could just have this like anytime you want to kind of thing, you know? Let's see them use it. Now, this is going to be pretty important. First thing, I need the CCTV monitor to connect to these 2 cameras so that we're always watching it. The next thing, though, is we need people patrolling in here at all times. So at all hours, I want 2 in here and 2 in here. That might seem like overkill, But if somebody kicks off because they didn't get parole, we need that to be a thing. Okay. So there we go, folks. More parole. And then, just to make sure Max is getting their fit. Which sounds like they're throwing a fit right now. You know what? No. We'll have this be shared. But this is a place where Max can at least get their parole hearings. What's going on? Huh? We got enough orderlies in here. I think. Hold on. You lazy bums. Get off the pot. All right? Like, seriously. Go. Just stop being bugged. That's annoying. And maybe when we have another prison later, if that will get fixed. I don't know. Look, we got mail bags right here. Mail satchels. Getting it all sorted out. Huh? There you go. Guards handling mail. Putting it in the satchels. Oh, so good. All right. You know what? I think I need a few more guards. We're making some okay money. It could definitely be better, though. Our exports are terrible right now. I want to say it's because of this transition. It's just like, it's taken a bit to like really happen. And also because I think most of the prisoners that are trained for this are a single security level. So I think we need more training for this. So why don't we take a look at our programs? Workshop safety introductions. We should be able to do more than that. Oh, right. I just set up this office. It's required to be 4x4. For some reason, it's not. Office. Hi. You're 4x4 now. And then we want to put a foreman in this office too. So let's hire another foreman. And there you go, buddy. So now that we have more foremen, we can reschedule the programs. And see, there's only 2 people interested in workshop safety, though. That's not very many. My maximum capacity is very high, though, because I've expanded all this. So I'm thinking for intake, we can take 50, which is going to be really dangerous. We can take 50, though. And if we do, let's just take a look at cells really quick. Cell status. So we've got room for, I don't know, maybe a dozen or so low sec. Let's try that. We can bring in like a dozen medium. We can bring in maybe like, I don't know, 6 criminally insane. So let's see. Let's say 12, 24. Let's go with 30. So 30 prisoners and then max. So in that case, let's bring in 70. Oh, pause. Intake is now. Okay, that's something. And we may get gang members and stuff too. I probably should be a little bit more conservative on this. Let's bring 30 of everyone, right? But we're going to have half of them be maximum security. So this gives us a little bit more on the ratios like this. So we want half to be maximum security. We're going to get 6 criminally insane. Looks like we want just a little bit more on the medium and a little bit less on the, yeah, about like that. So these are equal ratio. Looks like 11. Let's go 12. So there's 12 normal, 11 for medium, and then the rest are 6 of these, and then the rest are max. Okay, that seems like a cool intake. Let's see what that does for us. Oh, I feel like this prison is about to explode, guys. This intake right here. This intake right here is going to be... This is the time. This is when gang members start terrorizing our prison. And this is when we need more guards. I'm just going to go bop, 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 bop. I know I'm going to need them. We don't need any more orderlies. I think we're fine there. Dogs, I think we're fine there. Should we start doing snipers? Should we start doing snipers? They're so expensive. And, like, they're good. Don't get me wrong. They're good. Especially for the exteriors. They're really good. But their usefulness, it's kind of... I don't know. Like, when you need them, they're amazing. Every other time, they're just a huge financial drain. It's kind of like insurance. That's exactly what it is. Snipers are insurance. They're basically like insurance. Like, I'm just giving away money. It seems like a huge waste. I'm just giving away money all the time until I need it. Right? Hey, snitch. Hey there. Heidi ho, neighbor. Go to protective. Yeah. Let's go ahead and just hit this. See if we can get our informant in here. Still haven't gotten a whole lot of trouble from our legendary. His experience so far, he's attacked staff and he's got some destruction stuff, but he hasn't really, like, hasn't really been a big deal yet. Volatile gang members. Come on, Mr. Jackson. Ooh. Get in here and tell me what's real. Tell me what's real. Deadly Instigator. Hi, Deadly Instigator. So good to meet you. Permanent lockdown. Thank you, bye. Who else? Any instigators. You gotta lock them down. That's the secret, all right? If you're like, my prison is so violent, I don't know what to do. I can't do what I want to do, right? Like, if you're just thinking that way, right? I don't know. I started reading and you ever like do that? You have something you want to say, and then, you know, you start talking, and then you get something gets caught on your mind, something, I don't know, triggers in your eyesight, and you're just, all of a sudden you're just a little distracted, and now you're just sort of saying words. They don't necessarily mean anything, but you're saying words now. You ever have that? That's what just happened. But still, it's, if you have instigators, my God, is this the same one? How did you just magically get 2 more traits? I thought you were a deadly instigator. Turns out you're also strong and stoical. I missed that part. But if you have instigators, get those on permanent lockdown. That's the secret, okay? You can solve a lot of your problems that way. Okay, strong, violent gang member. This guy, okay. Volatile snitch, deadly. Mr. Twisp, an unexpected turn of events, found himself guilty of a series of crimes, each of which with a worse explanation than the previous one. Impersonating an officer of the law, flying a commercial airliner without a license, a commercial airliner, and 14 accounts of debauchery. Okay. You actually have a chance to be reformed. We like you, but unfortunately, since you're a snitch, double checking, yeah, you're gonna have to go here. So hopefully we get some programs for you. And we have another legendary this time. This time. Hi there. This is bad. This is very bad for us. Let me tell you why this is bad for us. James Swatton. He's got 109 years. He's got a 97% chance of reoffending. But here is the reason why this is so bad. He is extremely volatile and extremely deadly. These two right here, this combination, this is the worst combination possible for a gang leader. He's also an instigator and all that stuff. So we need Supermax, and I don't have Supermax set up, so this is the time where we set this up. But we're gonna set that up for the next video, okay? But this is the worst combination in a gang leader. It is overpowered. It is broken. It should be fixed. I don't know why this still exists, except for the lulz. It's the only reason I can think of is for the lulz. Because these two here, it does 2 things. It guarantees that your gang leader is going to be a huge problem for you, like violence-wise, for a long time to come. And it also because they're going to keep killing people, right? Which raises your rates and all that stuff. Your staff needs and all that stuff. But because he's the gang leader, the rest of his gang will flip out every time you punish him. So you can't give him any punishments without also setting off the entire prison. So you have to keep forgiving his punishments, which means he's not going to care anyway. He's stoical. He's not going to be suppressed or anything. Like, he's not going to be impacted by those punishments. But punishing him means bad things for you, right? And I can't put him on permanent lockdown or anything, because as soon as I do that, watch what happens to the danger level in the prison. It goes up immediately. 13 gang members are furious that their leader is being punished, right? This mechanic is very, very broken when you get a gang leader that is both extremely volatile and extremely deadly. If you have just this trait, they're going to act up a bit, and you're going to have to deal with that. But it's not going to be that big of a deal, because they're not likely to be killing things. They're not likely to be killing other prisoners or, more importantly, your guards. If you have only extremely deadly, also not that big of a deal. In fact, it's less of a deal, because as long as you cater to his needs, he's not really going to kick off very often. So those two together are the worst, because now he's going to kick off whenever he wants for no reason, and he's probably going to kill things, which is going to get you out of control. Now, most of the people in this chat, most of the people that are going to call or write, I guess, because it's not a radio show as much as I'd like it to be. Would you listen to a radio show? If I was a radio host, would you listen to it? Just curious, you know. It's like a backhanded idea. It's not on the top of my head kind of thing, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, if you're in the comments and you're gonna tell me, hey, put armed guards in there, turn on free fire. No, I told you already. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. So we're gonna try to deal with this guy as best we can. If he dies, he dies, right? But we're gonna try to deal with him as best as we can without just like insta killing him, okay? Because like we really could, but I don't want to. Chief, what do you want? Leader of one of the gangs in the prison is currently being punished. Blah 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 blah. I know. So we want to go ahead and get rid of this. So we want to end his punishment. That's gonna bring the danger level back down, and everything's fine. Then we want to deal with Supermax. That is going to be the next video. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate your faces. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. You can subscribe if you're not already. I've got lots of things going on, including we have a new Let's Try of Autonauts. Came out, I guess it'd be yesterday. If you're watching this video on the day of release, it'd be yesterday. Go check that out if you want to. I'm not committed to a full playthrough on that, but I tried it out. I think it's kind of cool, and you might too. Also, Aftermath is still going on, Surviving the Aftermath. Pretty cool game. Go check that out if you want to. And I'm going to start uploading very soon my playthrough of Detroit Become Human. That I've already started playing it. I've already started recording it. That is a cool game. So check that out later too. I will see you hopefully tomorrow. Bye-bye for now.